We are into such a fascinating time in football because this just didn't used to be the way. In the old days, you could obviously transfer after the spring game. That makes total sense. But not like this. Not like spring games happen and then the door just swings open. Hey, have you had your one acceptable, it doesn't matter transfer? No. Well, you can if you want to go. So you go through these spring games. Did you get the reps you wanted? Did you have the performance you wanted? Did the fans rip you on social media afterwards? And you decide that you need something fresh.
Yeah, and you could see why Brennan Thompson dipped. You could definitely see why he left. Everybody's wondering, he had so much promise, a speed guy, and he does, and he did here. But with what we saw on Saturday, with guys out, like Isaiah Nayor and KCK, who I expect to get some reps next year, especially Isaiah Nayor, that wide receiver room thick, boy.
Yeah, it is.
And I love that it's thick. It needs to be thick. It always has to be that way because there was a point in time where it wasn't very recently.
We've talked about this guy a few times in the flex segment, even though he was at DeSoto. What'd you think of Jonte Cook?
He got that dog in him.
Like the long touchdown?
Now, he roasted the walk-on. That passed by Malik Murphy. I was a walk-on cornerback guard. But still, he showed flashes of that five-star guy coming out of DeSoto that's highly touted.
Also for Jonte Cook, the good news there, 2 full steps into the end zone before dropping the ball, and no backflips, front flips, or anything that got him flagged.
That type of guy.
I'm just saying there was no extra attitude that got him flagged.
Yeah, but you saw him wilding.
That was good.
You saw him wilding that 7-on-7 a couple of years ago, and you've held that against him ever since.
No. I'm just saying that's all good news. I might tell him that when there's a better guy covering him on that play, let's not have the ball that low as you're crossing the goal line. Maybe we keep that tucked. Maybe we keep that tucked a little bit.
Yeah, you tuck it, make sure you have both hands on the ball when you cross the end zone. Don't celebrate, just hand it to the ref. Old school football, just like my guy Dick Buckus used to do it back in the day.
Tiki Barber used to fumble, and then Tom Coughlin helped him to not fumble.
I love the way Tiki carried it, man.
Have I told you that story, Junior?
No, I told you that's what I was looking forward to seeing. I was looking forward to seeing Jonte. I wish they'd have gotten him a couple more routes in that mid-range area because I think him on slants and crossing routes are going to be really interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm nervous about. Guys not eating. Guys out here hungry because there's not enough ball to go around for everybody.
Yeah, Jordan Whittington looks really good in the slot.
Oh, he knows he's going to be open a lot.
Man, that's a tough cover. For most of the teams Texas is going to play, that is a tough cover. Good luck when 13's in the slot with everything else they could do and all the stuff they could call around him. That's tough to deal with.
Yeah, and Joe's right. With Isaiah Nayor being out last year, it put a lot of guys out of place. And with how deep they are this year, it don't matter. It really doesn't. Mm-hmm. Guys can move around and guys could really thrive just because everybody is so cold. You can't focus on just one dude. And that's a beautiful thing. A.D. Mitchell, that dude has some pro-level – he got some pro-level skills.
Yeah, that was obviously really nice play to go up the ladder and grab that one. And obviously once it turns into real reps, he was wearing a green jersey.
Yeah.
So there's a specialized quality to him in the game. Nobody's really allowed to put hands on him in any way. But a catch like that cannot be ignored. And that's also what we didn't see enough of last year. Quarterbacks are not going to be perfect. So can somebody make a play for them? And we didn't see enough of that last year. That's a big moment too. Go make a play. If the quarterback gets it close sometimes you can go be a freak too, and that's what AD did.
Yeah, so the Kool-Aid's still in the jar.
Okay.
Now I'm gulping the tang. I'm gulping the tang now, though.
All right.
I'm gulping the tang because we still don't know how Steve Sarkisian's play calling is going to be. We don't know. You can get cocky and arrogant like we've seen, and things could go wrong there. So sometimes keeping this simple and just letting your guys, your talent that you've been searching for ever since you got here from Alabama, let your talent thrive. Just put the ball in their hands. It don't got to be an over 25-yard throw. It don't.
Mm-hmm.
It does not.